I like the part of AEW Dynamite. It was a really good show tonight. So I like the I like I like the part of AEW Dynamite. So to get one, all my expenses are bottom on my screen below. All my love applications below. So anyone can check out on my second channel on Victoria's Hunt Read Reviews. So AEW says announced on AEW Double or Nothing will be taking place on May 24th. So here's the imaging breakdown tonight. We get two separate ways and so much more. So let's go live. Let's go live right here. So here's a first off. So have Young Bucks, Christian Caves, Adam Copeland, and Owens Cassidy taking on against FTR and the Dogs and Tommaso Ciampa. As it last time in Athens, so have Baby Gang and the Young Bucks has undefeating set of Death Waddles and the Dogs on the collision on May 6th. FTR undefeating Caves and Cope on AEW Dynasty. So Ajay has up to Renee Paquette to also post to MCF at backstage to ask him about the title versus Hill. Yes, title versus Hill. It just stipulation against Joby Allen. But he didn't say a word. After he walking to the past a handful of different bald and men he looked disappointed. So when we went live into the area, Tommaso Ciampa was out the force versus the Hale team in a 10-man tag team match. As it was that, he was to kick things off. He was joined by Cass Riddle, Dax Howard, and Clark Collins and Dave Finley. Owens Cassidy, Nick and Matt Saxon, and Young Bucks, Christian Caves, and Adam Copeland. As it made up the babyface team, everyone started by as soon as the bell has rung. As it was a smaller two, has the last 10 tag match has started from last week's. So, also has you will probably accept, but if you know how a daily matches goes or to in this a stressful. And this it was CAOS from to the start to the finish. Wasn't a lot of what and we thought was excited with, but annoyed with members of each team were illegal at any given time with a guessing game set a comic moments with space out Anya posted in anyone brought a lot of energy to the ring in some moments, and that didn't land, but they will if you in the fall between Adam Copeland got to the win and his team by paying Clark Connors and the winner on this match. The Young Bucks, Wrestling Caves, and Adam Copeland. So, Instant Win Legacy making in fun of MCF was funny. Adam Copeland was the only person who wanted a tax in this match. I think it was hard to tell whether it was a national or a Dionysus, but Adam Copeland and the Bucks had cuddled this Conning Gale. Ended up Christian Cage returning OC over the top rope onto FTR was a funny moment. Adam Copeland and Civic Kick made it very clear he was never tied to use that move before. So, are you really wanting to put your hair on the line? I just said the signs from MCF says it all. I don't have a problem with this stupid it makes it who's gonna win what's gonna happen. I think I was expecting to see Moxley and Carl, the two of the most handsome boss of AEW. So I think MCF was at the best stage. He wasn't walking into that. I think one of the best title assessments goes with AEW has ever done. And it looks like it's MCF the biggest nightmare. So I love how this public covering goes has better. I mean this storyline by the week. So yeah, I know the sign is because that how stupid of Indians I do that sounds. So I think so it's good. I think we're kicking off on Dynamite with a massive 10-man tag match. I did awesome a 10-man match to set the start of AEW Dynamite. I think in all wars that we don't have enough time to make matches for anyone, so let's talk random people in a non-title bottle match and just a mess. So I see Brian Cage is back at Dynamite tonight. So here we go. I think you can only protect yourself from a tomato simple shop for so long. Agent, of course, Bastow is trying to bring Awful his gift to get out of the situation he put himself in. So Cousin Case gives it a tag in a zero time to kicking Cass Little right in the Cousin Case is the best. As even when he's a baby face, he can't help but it wasn't no pun. Super kick to the Kindles. Christian is the best. Same as Adam Copeland. So Adam Copeland is checking out of 81 to spread out. Add your 5 up and a 5 down. Almost Catholic was just trying to connect with Christian Caves. I think it was Christian Caves okay that cut around his eye. It was looked nasty. I love this crowd and they sound loud on TV. So it was funny, I think. So this was a win for this team. So this was a fun opening match, amazing match. So as it is a graduate Cope and Christian and Meg and Matt Sassy for the pick up the win for your team. So here's the next match. We have Speedball Mike Bailey against Westbrook, Kevin Knight against Brian Case. As it last time in Athens, Speedball Mike Bailey won his squash on the closing on May 9th. After the next match, we saw Speedball Mike Bailey. He take on a local talent. After who goes by the Westbrook and they had a nice open squashes in the Westbrook. He was slipped when he definitely slid onto the ropes, and Mike Bailey quickly took advance and got the pickup to the win. And the winner on this match, Speedball Mike Bailey. As it last time in Athens, Kevin Knight lost to W. Allen on Dynamite May 6. Brian Case has ended up buying the opponent for Kevin Knight for TNT Championship Open Silence and Wesley started memory after Speedball's match. After submitting, Bosley looked more defiant than ever, and he had used his power to start throwing Kevin Knight around to the ring right away. The set got in a title offense, but Brian Case is gonna dive and sent him crossing into the floor. Bonnie Case is the only one of those powerhouse who works well with smaller guys because he has more quickness and ability than you will accept. So they had no problem making this big, fun, and calm. The set picked up Superman to retain his title. So, in the winner on this match, Kevin Knight. Anya fit 11 bosses of Westbrook. Anya brought a moment of the title match to is a 18. Bonnie Case is someone who has always been under wasn't in AEW, so it was nice to see him twice into a title match. Anya fit a demon in Mark Davis gave this full promo at backstage to hype its team Stampede take review on Andrade, Air Angel, and the Dogs have signed their teams. So, Agent of Osprey has been testing inside to a Death Waddles training camp is becoming even more dangerous. It's still to come Osprey against the Ace Austin. I don't know why if he was with just creeps. Meow. I just was to be the main discriminator of AEW. You need to know too. I thought it was to make up his sleeve. It doesn't even have it so long. So, I didn't have some Moxley is honestly so much better than the Ambrose. I think. And this is the benefit of Ross between Mr. Jeff Wallace. He isn't becoming his name sneak anymore in his style, but also mindset to elite to with this story it can evolve and how many the listen in all the stories and can intersect. So, like Jeff Wallace, I think, when you tell your boy if wrestling is not gay and you turn this on, I like that a part of some Aussie assessments are always irritating. So I think Daniel says when he's playing a handball it has his train on top of the roof. It's crazy. So I am making these two together. So this is my new favorite assessment deal. I think so, and this is no controlling this, there is no stopping this, This is Stadium Stampede, a ball. So this was just a years since, like, we are speaking of Stampede. Let me see here. The Stampede Stadium. I remember that day when I just watched that. I think, let me see. So what is that band? Let me see. This is a 2020, I think. So I was thinking about, yes, it'll probably be 2020. So it is then. So I guess Game Stampede it says also into the area, but very better than just name. 7 plus a 7 this year. Oh hell yeah. Let's bring it on. I get what Tony Khan said do is have this in Green Bay, have the main show, and then have a stadium stampede that's going through the football field, parking a lot area and all into the entire town. So this is going to be good this year's Stampede area. So let's go to between the match. So here's the next match. We have Ospreay goes 1-on-1 against Ace Austin. Last time in Athens, Ospreay lost to Mark Davis on Dynamite on April 22nd. Devin Game and Young Bucks and on your feet, Jeff Waddles into a Dogs all-inclusive May 6. After of Ospreay was looking to put his Jeff Waddles training to good news this match against Ace Austin as a bipping game. After of Ospreay's shocking After of Ace Austin hand before they locked up and started turning concert to the high follows kept things just grinding early on, and they still used a quick pace, but most of what they did was more personal. Ace places in a lot of his attacks in submissive hold on Rosberg's neck during the first half. After when we returned from a break, a former IWCP champion started burning some moments, and this was a very entertaining contest, and that is not only gave Ospreay a chance to the show off, but also put Austin in a high profile passing without the rest as a big game was getting involved. Either of Ospreay won with an armbar instead of his wrestling handing blade or the Stormbreaker. Ospreay shook his hand again to have some respect to, to Samoa Joe and the OPPS came out to taunt him ahead of the oncoming All Heart Tournament match. So, I'd like to talk about All Heart Tournament. We might talk about that in a few seconds. Eddie Barnes and Kate Louise Obama and walked into the ring. The attempt to attack him, but all of the dead walls came out to back where Osprey was up. So, in the winner in this match, Will Osprey. Agent Mike Bailey said he wanted a title shot as a world title in this promo. Agent was the following Kevin Knight win. It was nice to see Austin get a chance to remain even how good he is in a singles match. Agent it looked like Austin Cody hit a low blow, but Osprey didn't see it much. While Osprey forced Hanging Blade, it looked nasty. So we have a famous trios match. So we have Tango or Madness taking on against Bowling Balls and Akayu Sia. After last time in Athens, Tango or Madness are defeating Persephone and Alex Winslow on the collision on April 22nd. So, Tankla, Sky Blue, and Sonya Hart were out forced for a trios bout against Carly Sia, Sammy Hero, and Alex Winslow. After certain Tango of Madness took control with a sneak attack, but the babyface recovered and sent them out of the ring to regroup. After some of these women are known for playing hard heroes and exclusive into the ring, so this match has some good, possibly a Carly Sia scene, having to attack in at one point, but and then she did not and went on a beef of Rampage. I didn't normally take it because it grabbed his towel and hit Sammy Hill. So this was a towel and hit her into the face when this referee grabbed a towel from her and she walked to the out so that it just towel out. So just Atticus is like hitting Sammy hitting with a towel. So we didn't get a clean ending. And Carly sues not to help Sammy Hill but we're not a girl. Ronda Rosa and Minnesota did. And it went up in this match. The Bowling Balls and Akayu Sia won by DQ. So, at the end of Andrade, Angel is taking his heel of MC's face at backstage. It was hilarious. In Hitman, we saw Mark Briscoe has returned doing a backstage assessment with a cologne ammunitions, so squashes with blue on the barricade, and also ended with hole falling into the laps of a few fans. I guess the announcers mentioned that Chris Stenangel wasn't there because he wasn't clear to a travel. So, and speaking of Ricochet, I guess the bottom Pierce has shifted Andrade, Mark Davis, and the dogs have joined the demon of Scale Stampede. No. I don't want the dogs with Ricochet. I think why have a fastest call to a demon whenever you are not going to lose all of it to a member's way random because of nobody says defeat to the elite. And this match is going to be crazy. So the dogs, Demon, and Don Cat's family. So 3D. So this will find out into 1 week from Sunday from AEW 19. I'll see a Shaq Perry in Resources songs with Chris Jericho. Team. I think let me see. Okay, so continue on. Let me see here. So when we talk about the Owen Hart tournament, I get in this right here. I just know Model Hook wins in our AEW World Championship in the main event and speak up my baby was next. Ivy is always into smart and person turning Eve or exactly. So speak about my baby wins a towel pistol. I think I finally want to see this match to say or W Adam and his people on my 8-day TV. Now why is tonight AEW Dynamite is starting to feel like a PWC bar event. The pack of wrestling so far from the one ago. I really loved it. So I think so let's go to set the brackets from Owen Hart tournament. So here is Universal Owen Hart Cup men's tournament bracket with matches starting at double or nothing this coming Sunday. And I'm waiting for this match. So my predictions for this Owen Hart Cup tournament might be Will Ospreay, Samoa Joe, Mark Davis, Zach Perry, Sebastian Bandito, King, Claudio Castagnoli, Will Ospreay, Mark Davis, and Sebastian King. Into it, Will Ospreay beats MCF at All In London. So, okay, so the winner won't get a title opportunity at All In London, right? I was hoping has a castle while the cards slide on real looking like Will Ospreay against Will Strickland performs at AEW Forbidden Duel. I am talking about some Moxley isn't hit in this. I was told the finals was Will Ospreay against Shawn Moxley. I think. And it was even true there will be some who suspended with Kenny Omega. I am not surprised. I think he would get World 6 opportunity before All In at Wembley Stadium before coming August 34th. So I was thinking about what Ospreay is winning, right? So let's go to the hour of main event tonight. So we have Darby Allin goes 1-on-1 against Kosuke Tosade. And last time in Athens, the Don Callis family lost to the Young Bucks on a daily dynasty on Darby Allin on the defending Pac on the close of May 9th. Darby Allin to continue his regularly title defense on Wednesday by putting the world title onto a line against Kosuke Tosade. Darby Allin was giving up more size in the other two Tosade swoop. Anderson is also finally took to control and started Carson set the champion. Darby Allin, the whole thing is that he can take a lot of punishment and keep going in society, maybe so to test his limits in a very physical match. This wasn't has bloody, has some of the ascent all with the bouts, but it was formed in a different way. I think Iron Callis tried to interfere to say wave him off and said he wanted to win on his own, like both men had some close of 2 counts. And just before, Darby Allin hit a pair of carbon drops was a pin into the ring to end a great match. So, and the winner on this match, Darby Allin. if he ever gave it Don his dynamite diamond ring on his finger. So he offered to help decide when he needed it away. It decided Anya closely decided swirling Adam out of the air was great. Anya slipped away. WM trip decided into a clear return to Mason Home was very cool. So that's it we have for this week's. So after a little of the PPS, Simona sought to address his own cup quarterfinal opponent of Osprey about his shoes ahead of their match at AEW Double or Nothing in coming weeks. And I can't wait for this match. Andy Parsons Simone Soul for brings a total package due to his wrestling skills and charisma. I think I'm going to reorganize the impossible feat of Simone Soul was going from a commentator to AEW, the World Champion in a short span. So I think let me see. So I did blew from the bomb just on the floor of last play. WM is the man to end up in the whistle before he's turned 40. So I think AEW World Champion WM has zero quit, but decided is a pool of power. So Diamond gets a clock. Agent decided doesn't want to lose the diamond ring to the land. So Joey Allen used a common drop to the outside by the AEW World Champion. Allen just going death drop onto the stair steps. So yes, it was like a match in steel World Champion WM. So idea of cosplay deciding against WM at 2 was the AEW Men's World Championship was awesome. So I think, oh wow, WM is doing common drop a few times in a row was insane. And I graduated to WM was the win. Harry decided to do best inside the ring. This was a faster out main event and yet Blue Thunder Bomb to the floor was crazy, and WM is insane for taking the bump. After was even after that, for his match, WM wants MCF to Cody put his heel on the line at double or nothing. So this was great in a main event match and promote WM. I instantly wasn't AEW Dynamite. I mean this was a last 6 draws for me. Incredible stuff. So it should win WM. So this is himself was saying right there on his heel. It said, I hope you're having fun holding my AEW World Championship. And Maxwell MCF has something to say before he signs on his dotted line. I think I'm just the only person who believed it would. He said it was Max himself. I just hope once again and MCF just what he's been doing since he started with AEW this point. MCF is a legit man and get rid of this piece of doing something match after match is really imagine. So I think after the contract is signed, MCF will put his tail on the line against WM AEW World Championship at Double or Nothing. I can't wait for this match. MCF just crossed that 98-pound bug. I think it's going to be an awesome match. I can't wait to see how this ends at Double or Nothing, May 24th. This is going to be great. I just save Kevin Knight, save AEW World Champion, WM from a top rope, a foam stone from MCF. After a night. I can't wait for AEW Double Nothing when MCF gets the AEW World Heavyweight Championship back, and then all will be right again in AEW. So, our last time in Asafil, and they started with last year's 2025 to restore for this time in 2026. Also the road to Double Nothing is in peace and rocket toward what is at the heart of AEW DNA. It's a great save during the match. So that's all we have for this week's Tony Khan turning us out 1 hour and said, thank you all who watches Wednesday night, AEW Dynamite, AEW All Closing tonight. I thought that was an exciting Wednesday night on Dynamite tonight. I can't wait for AEW Double Rising. Wherever you didn't see AEW tonight is on soon. It's on TBS West and HBO Max tonight as well. So, this was a great match. Wait more. So, I'm going to upload in this notes here in a few seconds, you guys. I'm going to do a live post last. I didn't have all info. AJ sources told us spoken to believe that Baby Bill's deal was set to expire after the end of May or to the start of June. So, Baby Bill has a contract coming up. The part his contract is not be expired. So, let me see. Let me look it up here on his contract. So, as it has of May 2026, and Getty Russell Bay Bill contract is set to expire after the end of May or early soon, making him a premature upcoming free agent. So 7'2" and 276-pound star, formerly known as Bay Cast in WWE. Ajay is concerned in fireable talent and injuries in his service, especially from both AEW and WWE. So, I think he might probably get a return when he possibly had a scrabble in NXT Eternal. I think. So I'm gonna look at his file again after his contract was up. So that's all we have for this week's. So let's get some live pro goals. Give me 1 second here. When it wrap this up. Upset at night. So we have 78% where you liked it, 22% is alright, and 2% didn't like it. So let's go to on Twitter poll goals. Give me 1 second here. So we have 3% where you liked it, 2% is alright, and 2% didn't like it. So that's it we have for this week's. So this was a muscle breaking news. He was a WWE Hall of Famer. It's also has heard that Teddy Long is set to return as a guest manager of SmackDown this coming Friday. Agent Nick Aldis, who has survived SmackDown seen since October 2023, could be soon stepping away from his current role to focus on in-ring wrestling career at 79 years old. Agnes, the Hall of Famer, is reportedly expected to lead in this Friday night into its return to a 2-hour format and just coming soon, next month. So we haven't seen Terry Long for almost a year after his Hall of Fame. So let's get to the brackets right now. Let me just wrap this up at the last minute. So let's go to the brackets for men's side. So here's in this men's tournament bracket is going to be. So also on the top, this is we have Samoa Joe. We take it on against Will Ospreay at Double Nothing. And next one, we have Samoa Strickland against Bondio onto the bracket. It's going to decide here. So we have Mark Davis with face against Sunko Sam Perry. And the last one, we have Corey Casagrori against Brody King. So, in the middle that match for AEW Forbidden Door, the tournament finals on Sunday soon 28th in San Jose, North Carolina. So here's the men's bracket so far. So I'm thinking about what Ospreay will pick up to the win this coming Sunday, I think. So this bracket might be really good. So let's find out soon. I'm hoping Under 8 by 6 a volume has been announced that following the release, there's a new rename of one of the East members in playing reveal. Under a number of big names in AEW reportedly posting memory for the New Day and going to end up into the public company. And it was a deposit only able working in WWE. Kobe Kingston and Silver Bulls are said to be unfortunately respected and many accept AEW to be their landing spot. It's coming soon. And I can't wait for this. So, anybody with have a brain knows this is like what if woman with left WWE. Of course, AJ is signing him with AJ Brown. Samoa Skate left WWE. I think. So, as we know, they're coming to Kobe Kingston got a family to feud feed in Civil Wars has too many friends in AEW, like Kenny Omega and Young Bucks. And yes, it was not WWE. So I wanted my at all sing the New Day in AEW. I also wanted to see a Civil Wars in New Japan also. Civil Wars could work in Team A, I think. So let's wait and see where that goes. So let's wait and see. So I think I do believe that a pay cut WWE is set to make more sense to its on their roster. So that's what we have for this week's. So I hope you guys have a rest on Wednesday. So next time, so we will stay tuned for the next live streaming on this coming Friday on Friday SmackDown, and so much more. So we get more Stickle, Spotify Occupy, Spotify Radio, and Podcast Ending, and so much more. So I hope you guys have a rest of Wednesday. I'll see you guys on Friday for Friday Night SmackDown. And I'll see you next time. So have a great night, you guys. I'll see you guys on Friday before on SmackDown. And I'll see you next time. So have a great night, you guys. So you can find me here, right here, on Twitter or Snapchat and TikToks too. So anybody want to find me here on TikToks? I'll do some more follows for this week's. So I hope you guys have a blessed Wednesday. Have a great night. And I'll see you this time. Have a good one, guys. Peace.